All right. Well, this is it's hard to believe it's the end of the season. It always goes fast. I mean, we always tell our players when we first report in late July, you'll blink your eyes and it'll be Thanksgiving, and that's where we're at. So there's been a lot of progress this year. I've been very proud of our guys. Been very proud of the progress that we've made. Obviously, that we're not where we want to be yet, but we have made some progress this season. And as we mentioned earlier, this is Senior Day. It's about our seniors. All week is about our seniors. The commitment, the investments that our seniors have made to stick out a coaching change, to battle, to believe in a new staff, to believe in a new head coach, to believe in a vision. When coming off their first year here, there was not much to hold on to. Some didn't make it, some left, some saw it as too hard to work. I would be willing to bet, as I've mentioned before, the majority of the people that had to go through what these seniors went through to get to this point in time wouldn't have made it either. There's a lot of hard work, a lot of climbing straight up the hill, and for that I am truly grateful for these seniors that believed in me, believed in our staff, and as I shared with them Sunday night, I promise you they're going to continue to get my absolute best, regardless of what's happened over the last 3 weeks. I'm very proud of these guys. I love them. It'll be a very emotional day because of their belief in us, and as we talked many times about, there was going to be and is going to be a senior class. It's eventually going to turn this program around. And while every senior class, every class that's been a part of us has had some impact in this turnaround, this senior class is the one that is truly turned this program around and got us into a bowl eligible situation, and that was one of our visions for our program coming in. So with that, I'm very proud of these guys, and I want to send these guys out the right way with a win on their last game at home. I know there'll be another bowl game, or there'll be a bowl game to play, but their last regular season game at home is very important to me, very important to these guys, our seniors, and I know it's very important to our football team. So that's our challenge. Was very disappointed in the outcome last week of the way that the game ended, and I did think our guys were ready. I thought that they came out ready. I thought we had a really good week of practice coming off of the disappointment at Navy, where we could not start fast, so our challenge all week long was to really push these guys to come out early and be ready to go, and they did that. And I thought our guys definitely were ready to play. Thought we had entirely too many missed assignments on the defensive side of the ball, which was a very big disappointment to me. We're missing entirely too many tackles, having too many breakdowns, and it's not our standard. As I shared with them after the game, it's the way we played defensively. To not be able to create the stops when we needed to get the serve back, so to speak, on your side when the offense was scoring, and our offense was scoring on matching scores on possessions. You would have never thought that the 3 and outs offensively early in the game would have had that big of an impact as the game went, but it did. Offensively, our job is to score one more point than the opponent, and some days it's 67, some days it's 32, some days it's 17, but that's the job, and it didn't get done, and so we got to figure out why. There were 3 and outs in there that we got to get better with. The lightning delay. I wish it would have happened on 1st and 10 instead of 3rd and 11, but that's just kind of the way it goes. We were unable to come out and to get the one play to get the first down, forced the punt, and when that happened, then they go one play and score. And that to me, you had a chance you're right there at 7 points in the fourth quarter and had a chance to keep driving down and get the score back. unable to do that, and you kind of opened up the gates at that point. So very disappointed. Did not think we kicked the ball well with the wind in our face or wind in our back. I was very disappointed in our kicking. I thought we've done some really good things from a special team standpoint, but we've got to be able to kick the ball better. We had the ball, had the wind to our back in a critical time in the game. We cut the lead to 7, and our plan was with the wind and the magnitude of the wind that we had to our back was to kick the ball out of the end zone, and we didn't. We left it on the 3-yard line, and they go a 68-yard return, and I thought that was a huge pivotal swing in the game of momentum. But again, I'm always proud of our guys. They never quit. They fight to the bitter end. We're not there yet. We're just not. We're not there yet, and we've got to get better. We're playing a very much improved Tulane team that's playing well. They came in on a big win over Houston at their place. This will be the best Tulane team. We will get their absolute best. We'll get the entire playbook emptied. There's no doubt about that. They will do anything and everything to become bowl eligible. So we know that we're going to get everything that they got, and so we expect that. Coach Fritz is one of the premier coaches in all of college football. Has done a great job everywhere he's ever been, and to take this program at Tulane and do what he's done in the last 2 years says a lot about him and his staff. I've got great respect for what he's doing, and not only is he a great football coach, he's a great person, but to watch them and the progress that they've had this year, he'll have them ready, and they'll play with their back against the wall, and we expect that. Our back's against the wall too. Make no mistake about it, our back's against the wall. Now more than ever, it's about SMU. I say it every week, but this week more importantly, we've got to play our best. Whatever our best is, we got to put it out there Saturday. We got to be better defensively. We got to be better in special teams. We got to be better offensively, but this has to be our best. We want to send these seniors out the right way, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal to know that we could go 6-1 at home this year for the first time since 1983. Is something that these seniors can lay claim to. So yes, this is very much about SMU. And about playing better. We got to play better defensively. It's an absolute must. It has to happen, and I expect it to happen. These guys they're not gonna let these seniors down. This coaching staff is going to be at their absolute best for these seniors, and that's all I ask as a head football coach is just to be at our best this week. So with that, I'll open up for questions. Well, I remember walking in on the very first day, December 1st, 2014, and they were getting ready to go play their last game. They were over, and just to think that I was hope. That's all I was. I was hope. They needed someone to breathe fresh air into them. I was the hope. The staff was the hope. Hope that we could get these guys pointing in the right direction, and to see these guys, a Justin Lawler, an Evan Brown, and the list goes. I mean, Mason Gentry. I mean, there's so many of them that believed in us and believed in the hope that we were given, and to know that the hard work that it was going to take. And so just seeing those guys deflated at rock bottom in their playing career, and just an overall perception of what people thought of the program, what people thought of them being associated with the program. And so my message was we've just got to get better one day at a time. and to see the leadership emerge out of those guys has been remarkable. It's been incredible. To where what these guys have accomplished over basically 3 seasons from where they were is a tribute to our seniors. There's no doubt about it, and I'm very proud of them. Very proud of them for sticking it out. And one of the messages we would always say to them is, "Those that stay will be champions," and our seniors are champions. There's no doubt about that. And I love them dearly. Thank them. And this is truly about those guys. There's no doubt about it.
Is it rewarding to know that they're going out with their first taste of a bowl game?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And you know, obviously we've got work to do this week, and then we'll have work to do in a bowl preparation and getting to a bowl and playing in a bowl game. And so, you know, there's a lot still left to be done here at this program. I don't think any one of these seniors, any coach, anybody on this football team would be satisfied with just saying this is it. We're gonna this is all we've done. That the final chapter was the win on Friday night against Tulsa to get us bowl eligible, and that'd be the closing chapter. Nobody wants that, and so we're going to work extremely hard to make sure that doesn't happen. But yes, when it's all over with at the end of the year, to see whatever our best is, what is our best, and to know that we gave our best, I promise you, everybody will have their head held high. For these seniors and for all our players, but for our seniors in particular.
When you look at Cortland Sutton, the numbers say a lot, but what stands out to you about what he's done for the program?
Well, again, came in and was redshirted our first year or his first year, and we got here and just his emergent as a dominant player in this league, and then to become an All-American and to be potential first-round draft pick. That's what everybody else sees. What people don't see is just his dedication to this program, to this university, to his buy-in level, to his leadership, to his positive attitude every day to coming to work, coming in here and being a great teammate. His impact on young kids in our community. People don't see that, and that means so much to us as coaches, and just to watch his maturity level grow, his family, just who he is as an individual. And so, yeah, it's to see him come off here the last time Saturday. It's going to be emotional for him, for all of us, because of who he is. I mean, he's an incredible team player, and I'm very proud of where he is and his development as a young man. Yeah, I think you can look at all of our guys like that, all of our leaders. Evan Brown is the same way. Justin Lawler's the same way. Jordan Wyatt's the same way, and Cortland, obviously. It's rewarding, because it shows where our culture is for our program and what we've established and what we stand for. This isn't an individual sport. This is strictly about a team. And these guys are great teammates, and so it's very rewarding as a head coach to know that the efforts that they put in are really paying huge dividends for them as an individual.
Do you have updates on Anthony Rowan?
Yeah, they'll both be back this week. We'll have Anthony back. He'll be out at practice today, and Xavier Jones. He worked out a little bit Sunday, and he'll be back in today. Yeah, I mean, just Jonathan Banks, a quarterback. We've recruited him and very dynamic, very explosive, got great speed. Has thrown the ball very well as of late. Kind of becoming a little bit more of you can't fall asleep on the pass with these guys. I mean, they're going to throw the football around. He's thrown the ball for over 1,500 yards. He's rushed for close to 600 yards, so he makes it happen, and a really good player. Dontrell Hilliard is a 1,000-yard rusher. Those two guys right there combined are very much a huge part of their offense. But again, they got enough weapons at wide receiver that can hurt you, and I think that's one of the ways they came back last week after Houston took the lead. And so we got our hands full. We've got to play better defensively. I mean, that's the bottom line.
As you mentioned, they're a win away from bowl eligibility, so you know how hungry they're going to be out on the field.
Yeah.
What do you do as a head coach to try to counteract that?
Yeah, you don't do much. You worry about your guys, and you stress to your guys that we've got to be at our best. I mean, just for one time, one game, we got to be at our best, and that's our expectations. That's our standard here, and we have not played to our standard as of late. Now I'll give credit to, we knew that we were going to be on a pretty tough stretch run of teams too in the month of November. But there's, we're not tolerating any part of losing in this program. That's not who we are. But we did know that that we were going to hit three-week skid of some really tough teams, and we've had our chances. But you have to play really well against those, and rightfully so. So it'll be interesting to watch our guys perform. But again, we know what they're going to give us their absolute best. We know that this is going to be the best two-lane offense that we've seen. It'll be the best two-lane defense. It'll be the best two-lane special teams. They're going to empty the playbook this week. That's what you do. You have nothing else. This is it. This is the bowl game for them. They're playing 60 to get 60 more, and that's what it's going to come down to. And so they're not going to leave anything left in the toolbox. But again, it's a challenge to our guys because our back's against the wall too, and that's my message to our players. That our back's against the wall. So how are we going to come out and play? Because we know we're going to get their absolute best. So it's truly about us.
What did you see from response from the guys on Sunday?
Yeah, I thought we had a good practice Sunday, but we've had good practices on Sunday in the past. So we'll see. We'll see. We've had, I wouldn't have thought anything different. I knew our guys would show back up Sunday ready to go and to try to figure out what went wrong and how can we fix it. But we've done that each of the last few Sundays, and this Sunday was no different. So, it's a collection of focus, confidence, trust throughout the course of the week that you develop to get you to Saturday at 11 a.m. So we'll see.